it, but you ask the engineer back, why'd you design it that way? You got to keep asking that. That's the only way to treat unsafe acts. Good safety engineer I knew once said that his whole job was making the safest way to do something the easiest way to do something, because that pretty much ensured that it got done the safest way. Can't always do that, but it's a good goal to shoot for. And finally, we need to understand that people are human beings. Those in the session yesterday saw this quote, but it's so important I think we ought to repeat it. Everyone, and that includes you and me, is at sometimes careless, complacent, overconfident, and stubborn. At times, each of us becomes distracted, inattentive, bored, and fatigued. We occasionally take chances, we misunderstand, we misinterpret, and we misread. These are completely human characteristics. Because we are human, and because all of these traits are fundamental and built into each of us, the equipment, machines, and systems that we construct for our use have to be made to accommodate us the way we are, and not vice versa. That's the job of safety engineering. That's the job of safety analysis. That's a job that all of us, both union and management, have to do. Try to accommodate the workplace to real human beings and not to some idealized human being that's supposed to fit themselves into a dangerous process. One of the ways we do that is something called comprehensive safety analysis. And it's something that ought to be done by the Joint Safety Committee for every job. It means talking to employees about their real duties, their concerns, and their ideas. It means analyzing how the job's organized. It means physically inspecting the workplace. It means evaluating the written safe job procedures, making sure that they exist, for one thing, and making sure that they cover what they're supposed to cover, and making sure that they're really capable of being done. It means appropriate industrial hygiene sampling. It means an evaluation of any occupational injuries, illnesses, and near-miss accidents. It means an evaluation of safety equipment and other controls. It means carefully looking at intermittent, unusual, or predictable, or upset conditions. It means doing a what-if analysis. What if this pipe broke? What if this machine stalled? What if the forklift made a wrong turn and ran into this? What if? It means looking at ergonomic factors. In almost every workplace, the majority of injuries are ergonomic injuries. Interestingly enough, we got some people here from healthcare, right? Somebody? Yeah, over there, okay. Sister from healthcare. We got a few from Basic Steel, right? Come on. You're from Basic Steel, right? Basic Steel? Raise your hand, thanks. All right. Wake up. Who's got a more dangerous job, healthcare or Basic Steel? Basic Steel. Healthcare. The injury rate in healthcare is 3 times what it is in Basic Steel. 3 times. That's ergonomics. That's why that's important. So we got to look at ergonomic factors. We got to evaluate compliance, certainly, and we got to do other kinds of analysis that are appropriate, deemed appropriate by the Joint Safety and Health Committee. This is actually from language in the steel contract. As I said, this enterprise is going to take all of us. It's going to take union and management. It's going to take every worker in the plant to do it right. But we all have different roles. And the union's role is, of course, different from management's role, and that's a source of strength, not a source of weakness. The company cares a lot about the bottom line, and that's okay. We care a lot about our members' wages and benefits, and that's okay too. The job of management is to enforce the rules. Our job as a union is to make sure that that process is fair. The company has a legal responsibility to make the workplace safe. The union has a moral responsibility and a legal right to make sure that gets done. The company's job is to find and fix the hazards. And you know, that's our job in the union too. And we need to do it together. As with any human enterprise, there is going to be conflict. There is going to be disagreements. There are going to be arguments. That's a source of strength. I went to engineering school a long time ago. One of the things they taught us was that the strongest form of construction is an arch. Think about the way an arch works. It starts from a common base. 2 members of the arch come together and meet in the middle, and it is the opposition in the middle. It's the meeting in a common place, but with opposing forces, that makes that structure strong. And so, just as an arch works, the union and the company begin with a common base, and that's a concern for safety. But we come from different places, and we meet in the middle, and sometimes there is conflict, but that's a source of creativity, and that's a source of strength.